Never let anybody see you sweat. So I was born in New York City, and I lived there until I was 8 years old. I realized that I was a much better talker than I was a listener. I don't know what to say, I just don't like what you're saying.
Sorry, Your Honor.
I ended up going to law school at Georgetown, and I was a prosecutor for Janet Reno. I loved it because it was so raw. Were you cheating on her?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
All rise.
Our show will be a mixture of education, I think you're misreading the law a little bit, and entertainment. My main goal is justice and the law. That's been my legacy, and the legacy I hope to continue into the future with the show.
Social media influencer Adam Meadow claims his former friend interrupted his live stream with negative comments and cost him a sponsorship. Jason Stafford says he didn't know the plaintiff was streaming. The defendant is countersuing for $568.
Okay, Mr. Meadow, you're suing Mr. Stafford for $2,345 that his negligence has cost you in business. Tell me what happened.
That's correct. I mean, it's his blatant disregard for boundaries and rules.
How long have you guys known each other?
See, me and Mr. Stafford have known each other for about 5 years. We used to be college roommates, and, you know, we lived together a little bit, but then he moved in with his girlfriend.
Okay. And so what happened in this case?
I invited Mr. Stafford on a work trip with me. I'm actually a social media influencer.
Okay,
and
tell us what that means.
Well, that means I just promote some people's brands.
Okay, and your following is looking to you to do what?
I think just give an honest opinion, you know, that's kind of my brand.
So lifestyle or
Yeah.
skincare, is there anything in particular or no?
Definitely lifestyle, you
Okay.
know, and I'm trying to branch out into a little bit more.
So in this particular weekend, you were gonna tape what?
I was supposed to tape 3 videos, so we were scheduled for a 3-day trip, so that was Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and I was supposed to make content on all 3 days.
Okay.
We got there the first day on Friday, and I had set it up to start filming, and as I was filming, Mr. Stafford here comes out of his room and interrupts my live stream, dips into one of my products, and says, "It stinks," on live.
What were you saying when he walked in?
I was talking about what the product is, how much it costs, kind of the benefits.
And you're saying it to the phone?
Yes, correct.
So who's on this trip? Just you and him?
Yeah, just me and him.
Okay. How much of the day were you live blogging like that?
So this was just supposed to be a quick 2-minute video, you know.
So you said that each day you were going to be doing that. So each day was just 2 minutes?
No. I mean, this one was just kind of a spur of the moment, you know, trying to make sure that I was doing above and beyond work. You know,
Okay, but you're not answering my question. What I'm asking, I'm trying to get a feel for your job. How much of each day were you taping stuff for content?
So typically about an hour.
Okay. So did you have any plan with him so he didn't come in and interrupt? Like tell him, listen, stay in your room, I'm taping?
Yeah, I mean, we had an agreement that I would text him before, but, you know, I didn't, honestly, and I forgot. And that is on me.
You see he's talking to a phone. What'd you think he was doing?
I mean, he could have been doing anything. Normally, we have this pattern, which he'll send me a text about 10 minutes before if he's about to go live, if he's about to start recording something, so I know to stay out of his area. I actually have evidence of him saying that he will send me a text about 10 minutes before.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think he's disputing that. He says he forgot to do it this time. So,
Yeah.
but then you walk into the room. What do you think is happening? He's talking to the camera. You don't think he's taping?
I mean, he could just be on FaceTime. He could be just setting up. He could be
He's pimping
rehearsing.
the product, isn't he? He's pimping the product, so it's obvious he's, you know.
I mean, I wasn't aware of that. I mean, I wasn't paying attention to what he was doing. I was just trying to go get a snack, honestly.
But he's talking to no one, so you know he's taping.
Well, I didn't know.
Well, what did you do? Is it true you walked up, took the product that he's pimping at that very second, smelled it, and said, "This stinks"?
Yeah, no, that is true. I walked behind him, grabbed the product, and I smelled it, and it did stink, honestly.
So you literally went on camera to do that because you see, once you're standing behind him, you're looking at the video, you know it's videoing, and then you say
well,
it stinks
I wasn't
on
really
video.
paying attention to what he was doing.
I think you were. I think that you wanted to be on camera and go viral saying it stinks.
Definitely not.
That's what happened, though, isn't it? Just a second. That is what happened, isn't it?
No, ma'am.
So you ended up losing the account.
Yeah, I did end up losing the brand deal.
What did you, like, right when that happened, what'd you do?
I mean, I immediately shut off the live stream, and then I told him, how could he do that? I mean, this
And
is
what did
my
he say?
He brushed it off and acted like it was a joke.
All you had to do is send me a text.
We're past that. I agree with you that you guys had a plan. He agrees with you that you guys had a plan. We all know he didn't stick to the plan and he didn't take. Now we're on to the next issue, which is, could I really believe you when you say you didn't think he was taping? When he is in that room and he is talking to the tripod and talking about the product.
Coming up on Justice for the People.
In any of the other ones, did you say, wow, this product really stinks? In any of the other ones?
No,
Yeah,
but that was
right.
because
That doesn't help him
that's
out.
because I was aware that he was live or he was making a video. So why would I make a negative comment?
And later,
I put his clothes in the washer, dryer.
All of it? You put his clothes in the washer and dryer?
I wanted to clean that living room up. I have people
I
coming
got
over.
a way to clean it up. Just pick it all up and throw it on his bed.
if you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. You're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian. We're back with the case of Adam Meadow, who is suing Jason Stafford for hurting his business.
You've done this in other times. You've kind of photobombed his shot, his.
Yeah, I'm helping him out.
You think it's gonna help out?
I got him
In
more
any of the
followers.
other ones? In any of the other ones, did you say, "Wow, this product really stinks"? In any of the other ones?
No,
Yeah,
but that was
right.
because
That doesn't help him
that's
out.
because I was aware that he was live or he was making a video. So why would I make a negative comment?
The dispute is, you say he could have been rehearsing. He could have been doing anything. I don't know what he was doing because he didn't send the text. And you say he had to know I wasn't rehearsing. Why?
Because I had my full setup, you know. I think with the full setup, it was pretty clear. I mean, I felt like I didn't need a huge neon sign saying, oh,
On air.
I'm going live.
Right. So now you're counterclaiming against him $568. What's that about?
Yeah. Well, because after his contract got dropped, he completely.
The people dropped you?
Unfortunately, yes.
So that contract was worth what?
$2,000.
Okay. And what's the rest of your lawsuit?
That's going to be the plane rides home that I had to rebook since I had all of my travel dropped by my brand.
Oh. Okay. So, and your 568 is what?
He left me in a city when I had no resources. He's supposed to be my host. He's supposed to be my friend. I had to pay for my own flight, all my expenses to get back. So that's why I'm suing him or countersuing him.
All right, I got it. He's been your friend for how many years?
5 years.
So you know the way he is. According to him, he's part of the. He gets into your webcast when you know with. He's done that before. He's photo. I don't know what you call it when it's whatever you're doing. I'm using all the wrong words, but he's basically the equivalent of a photobomb into your gig. He's done that before. Is that true?
Yeah, it is true.
Was it planned when he did it the other times or no?
No, also unplanned, you know? He kind of has a habit of it.
Right, but all the more reason then to text him. But if he's done that before, unplanned, has it been successful before the other times?
Yeah, I mean, a couple times it's generated a couple more followers for me, but nothing substantial.
No, but
thousand, maybe.
I'm asking, how justified is he in thinking that he can just walk on out there and say whatever he wants even when you're taping?
Not justified at all.
Well, certainly not to say, wow, this stinks, because that's not going to be helpful.
No, of course not. But also, it's my job, you know? I don't go into his work and say, hey, your video game sucks.
Right, but...
Because it doesn't.
This all really boils down to whether he knows that you're taping. Why do you think this happened?
Once again, goes back to no boundaries. I think he takes everything as a joke.
That's why I wouldn't have invited him to a work.
I know, and I honestly shouldn't have, you know, but I always stick my neck out for him, and look at where it gets me. A lost brand deal, wasted money on a flight.
Not my fault. It's really not my fault. You could have just sent a text. You rehearse all the time. He rehearses all the time.
But with the camera on and the light on and the
like I said, I wasn't paying attention. I wasn't paying attention to what was on the phone. But why wouldn't you want to?
Maybe you should. If that's the purpose of the trip, maybe you should be paying attention to what's on the phone before you get into it. Before you step into it. See, here's the thing. He's not suing you because you ruined his live stream by going into the kitchen and banging pots. okay? He is upset because you walked into the scene with the phone on the tripod while he's talking about the product and the red light's on. Like you kind of, I'm finding it hard to believe that you weren't trying to be a hot dog. Like, I think you were going in there because you wanted to be a hot dog and you wanted to be on camera.
No, listen.
And you knew it was taping.
He's my friend. I wouldn't want to sabotage him. That wasn't my intention.
You know what I think? I think it's kind of both your faults. You know, him walking in and doing his hot dog routine and you not sending out the text that you should send, which is kind of interesting because I'm not a split the baby kind of judge. I really want to get to the truth of it. But if I really get to the truth of it on this one, it's the debacle that ends up resulting is kind of both your faults.
His fault.
That's going to be so persuasive to the judge. I'm doing the math. You know what I'm doing, right? No. I'm adding all of the damages in this case, which is both your damages and his damages. I'm finding you both to be culpable for the resulting debacle. And so the net judgment is going to be in your favor, but not for the amount that you say, because it's only going to be for his half of the problem. And that results in a net judgment in your favor if I take the $2,345 plus the $568 that he ended up having to pay for his ticket. That's $2,913. And if I divide that in two, that means that each of you are responsible for $1,456.50. And of course, since I have factored in your countersuit, the $568 that you spent, then that takes care of your countersuit. Judgment in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $888.50.
All rise.
Judge Milian has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant owes $888.50.
Any last remarks for each other?
I mean, this guy's gonna be done in like 6 months anyway, so I don't really care.
Just 2. He stinks.
Coming up.
But I understand it's not in your control, and I understand that he's the one who caused the problem, but it's been a really long time, and we're talking about 6 months.
Closed captioning provided by...
So you washed it, and what happened?
I put it in the washer, I put it in the dryer. I saw some kind of white paper reminiscent.
You're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian. Riley Patterson claims he loaned money to his former roommate months ago and is yet to be repaid. Casey Morrison says he needed money because the plaintiff did his laundry and destroyed a check that was in his pants pocket.
Okay, Mr. Patterson, you are suing Mr. Morrison for an unpaid loan in the amount of $1,850. Tell me what happened.
I basically gave him a loan of $1,850.
Why? How do you know him?
We met. I put an ad out on social media. Ended up working out. I work in
Wait, you put an ad on social media for what?
To get a roommate.
Oh, okay. All right. And then how did you come to loan him $1,850?
He's a bit of a mess. Not the cleanest roommate. And one morning I was waking up and he had come home late. He was partying and his clothes were all over the living room floor. And I put his clothes in the washer and the dryer.
All of it? You put his clothes in the washer and dryer?
I wanted to clean that living room up. I have people coming over.
I got a way to clean it up. Pick it all up and throw it on his bed.
I was just trying to do him a solid. He works a lot, just trying to help him out.
Yeah, but like it's someone else's stuff, you know? But anyway, so go ahead. So you washed it and what happened?
I put it in the washer, I put it in the dryer. He wakes up that afternoon, I was like, hey, I saw some kind of white paper reminiscence. Like, I hope I didn't mess anything up.
And what was it you had done? You washed a check.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Giving new meaning to money laundering. You washed a check and now you couldn't cash a check.
Coming up.
So did you pursue it with the insurance company?
I did. I pursued it with the insurance company, and they said that they were going to send it again. Unfortunately, me and my roommate are no longer living together.
You're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian. We're back with a dispute between Riley Patterson and Casey Morrison over an unpaid loan.
What was the check for?
The check was for car insurance. It was to fix a fender bender that I had last winter.
How much was the check for?
It was $1,850 exactly.
I presume that you asked the insurance company to reissue the check.
I did, yes. I actually have an affidavit here that says that I made.
You hand it to my bailiff, thank you. My bailiff really doesn't like people approaching me.
That's a
He's
no.
very
enough.
protective that way.
Fair enough.
I see here where they say that it takes 90 days. You applied for it sometime in April. They say it takes 90 days. It's been a heck of a lot more than 90 days. So
I'm aware, Your Honor. I'm sorry.
Right. No, but I'm asking, so did you pursue it with the insurance company?
I did. I pursued it with the insurance company, and they said that they were going to send it again. Unfortunately, me and my roommate are no longer living together, which makes sending the check to me a little bit more difficult.
But I understand it's not in your control, and I understand that he's the one who caused the problem, but it's been a really long time. I got a feeling that maybe you've put this behind you because you're not living together anymore.
By
the way, this is because when you found out what you'd done, you end up replacing the money.
Yeah, I was doing him a solid.
Okay, I'm a little sick of your solids. Everybody here is. But, you're doing him a solid, and then you give him the money because otherwise he doesn't have rent money because apparently you're relying on insurance money for rent money. But it's been a long time. Why are you not liable for having to pay him back the loan?
Unfortunately, Your Honor, we'd never agreed on the deadline.
Look, it's been well over 90 days. It's been double that. I think that you just don't really care anymore because you're not living with him and you're just like, eh.
Well, this has been so much stress and an issue for me that I had to take a little bit of a break from it, and I didn't think that I was going to be taken to court over it.
Well, apparently you are.
Judge Milian's verdict when Justice for the People returns. You're watching Emmy-nominated Justice for the People with Judge Milian.
All right, so I'm reading here in your complaint that he tells you, just keep my security deposit, right? Because you had how much in security deposit?
Over $2,000. And
so you think you're being super magnanimous when you say just keep the security deposit.
I let him keep the extra money.
Let me just suggest to both of you that you have a problem in terms of the security deposit. And this is something that all roommates within the sound of my voice should listen to. If one roommate is leaving and one roommate is staying, the security deposit is an agreement between you guys and the landlord. And if everybody agrees there's no damages, your new roommate should pay you the security deposit and get you out, and not you just take off and leave your security deposit behind. Your security deposit isn't to pay debts you owe him. Your security deposit is on the line with the landlord. So as far as this debt is concerned, I'm going to order you to repay him the debt. It's been more than 120 days, so I'm going to rule in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $1,850. But you're going to have to get into communication with your landlord and try to figure out how much of any of it belongs to you. But that's another lawsuit for another day in front of another judge. Good luck.
All rise.
Judge Milian has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant owes $1,850.
Any last remarks for each other?
I just want my money.
I think that I'm being treated extremely unfairly in this circumstance.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group.